Meet Ukraine's new ambassador to the United States, Volodymyr Yelchenko, a career diplomat with 40 years of experience. He served as Ukraine's ambassador to Austria and Russia and was twice appointed as the country's representative to the United Nations. His second term started in 2015 after the outbreak of Russian aggression.
This is the picture of 26-year-old officer Andriy Kizilo, killed on January 29, 2017 near Avdiivka. Look into his eyes, Mr. Ambassador from Russia. It is your weapons and your compatriots who killed him.
On November 26, 2018, a day after the Russian Navy seized 3 Ukrainian vessels with 24 sailors on board, Volodymyr Yelchenko spoke before the UN Security Council.
You have already heard the Russian interpretation of the events, which, as usual, is concocted to mix reality with fiction with an ultimate goal of misinforming, misleading, and confusing the listener. Instead of real details, we heard epic stories about apocalypse in Ukraine.
During his last day at the United Nations on December 18th, he reminded everyone once again that Crimea is Ukraine. On the same day, the UN General Assembly voted for a resolution seeking the protection of human rights in the occupied peninsula. 65 countries supported the document.
The resolution is an important instrument to bring an end to all human rights violations and abuses against residents of Crimea, and contribute to inevitable de-occupation of the Ukrainian peninsula.
Following the UN General Assembly meeting, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky appointed Volodymyr Yelchenko as Ukraine's ambassador to the United States.
There was a need to find an individual which would, on one hand, be professional and well established as a diplomat. On the other hand, he or she should be not politically affiliated with any political camp in Ukraine, and also not involved by no means in the previous stories.
Certainly, the urgent task of Ukraine's ambassador to the United States is to remove this negative context connected with the impeachment of Trump from Ukraine. His task is to take Ukraine out of this fierce political discussion in the United States.
Ukrainian diplomat Serhiy Kislitsa, who had worked as a deputy foreign minister since 2014, has taken Yelchenko's place as Ukraine's representative to the United Nations. Наталя Чекотун, Ольга Михайлюк, UATV.